Hello, hello. Welcome back to another yoga class. Today I have an all over 30-minute flow. We're going to touch upon a little bit of meditation and breath work and then flow through the body. I do recommend having a block. If you don't have one, a blanket or a pillow will suffice. And finding a comfortable seat, placing the right hand on the belly and the left hand on the heart, closing down the eyes, allowing yourself to shift into the present moment, feeling how the belly fills with air on the inhale, how it slowly softens with each exhale. Softening the face, allowing the space between your eyebrows to gently melt, allowing the tone to sink away from the roof of the mouth and the jaw to become just a bit more relaxed. Listening to your own heartbeat, finding the rhythm in your breath, staying present in the body. If any thoughts come up for you, remembering that you are the observer. You don't have to attach any emotion to these thoughts. You don't have to get lost in the stories. All you have to do is observe and let them go. With every inhale, I want you to imagine that the top of your head is opening up and white light is entering your body. And with every exhale, I want you to release everything that does not feel like bright, white, healing light. If any thoughts come up, anything tries to distract you or pull your attention, come back to the breath, feeling the inhale, softening, releasing, surrendering with the exhale. Meditation isn't about stopping the thoughts. Meditation is about hearing the thoughts and letting them go, to come back to center, to sit with the observer, the inner you, the real you. Because you are not your thoughts. On your next inhale, gently blink the eyes open and relax your hands onto your knees. We are going to do some seated cat counts. So on your inhale, roll the chest forward and open. On the exhale, draw that belly button towards the spine, stretch open the shoulders, shoulders, creating a nice curvature in the spine. Coming to a neutral spine, gently begin to roll the head in big circles, stretching out the neck, and then reverse your circles, going the opposite direction, going back and forth. Pausing at the top of your neck roll, we're going to stretch out the side of the neck, which if you tend to have anxiety or a lot of mental chatter, this section of the neck in particular will be tight, full of tension. And when you're ready, switching sides, utilizing the breath, using the exhale to allow the shoulders to fall away as the neck softens. On your next inhale, gently come to center. Bring the left hand to the right knee and the right hand behind you, coming into a gentle twist. Rooting your hips down towards the earth as your sternum turns to the side. With each inhale, sitting just a little bit taller. On your next inhale, gently come to center, change sides. Bring that left hand behind you, sitting up nice and tall. Exhale, melting the shoulders down the back, rooting down into your seat. Allowing any tension or tightness to express itself through your breath, with every inhale building a new being. On your next exhale, gently come to center, remove your pillow, and find your way onto all fours. With hands underneath the shoulders, we are going to inhale, lift the gaze. Exhale, round the upper back. Inhale, soften the belly. Exhale, drawing that belly button towards the spine. Continuing to flow here with the pace of your own breath. Taking a few more rounds here, really stretching into the palms, using the spine like a wave. Coming to a neutral spine, finding your block, you're going to place it at the top of your mat, coming onto the knees, and then slowly walking the hands forward, coming into a supported puppy pose, adjusting your block however you need, using the first, second, or third level of your block, depending on what feels right for you in your shoulders and your neck today. This supported version of puppy applies pressure at the third eye. The third eye has to do with our thoughts, our perceptions, and is often exhausted from being overstimulated. We're taking a moment to rejuvenate, to ground our thoughts, to connect to the breath, and open up the heart space. With every inhale, reaching the fingertips forward, and every exhale, we're softening the shoulder blades, softening the back of the neck, and relaxing into our body. Taking our last few rounds of breath and enjoying our final few moments in this posture. On your next inhale, slowly come on up, push that block out of your way, and then take that left hand, slide it underneath your right shoulder, and come on to the left shoulder. Taking this variation of twisted puppy, option to bring the hand up and around the hips, or just resting it on the ground, whatever feels best for you. Settling in here, allowing yourself to come into total stillness. Exhaling any tension you might be feeling in the neck, the shoulder, or the side body. Allowing this pain and tension to be fully seen, to be fully felt, and fully alchemized by the breath. On your next inhale, bring that right hand onto the earth. Gently come on up, switch sides, tucking that right arm underneath, coming onto the right shoulder. Option to keep the left arm on the ground or reach it up and around. Noticing any differences between the left and the right side. If you find that the mind is wandering because this posture is uncomfortable, then here's a gentle reminder to come back into the body, to use the breath, and to stay present even through the discomfort. gently roll on up and find your way onto your tummy. With hands underneath the shoulders, we're going to inhale, roll on up into baby cobra. Exhale, folding. Inhale, moving one vertebrae at a time. Exhale, come on down. Flowing with the breath, moving the spine after we've created so much space. Allowing the lower back to initiate your movement. The head coming up very last. Moving through the spine like a wave. Make sure that block is close. Reach around with the right hand, grab a hold of the right ankle, and then rest your head on top of the block at whatever height feels best for you. With every inhale, grounding that hip flexor into the earth, and with every exhale, releasing the lower back, releasing the heart space, softening the shoulder. With every inhale, focusing on finding a little bit more length, a bit more space. And with every exhale, soften the forehead, release the face, release the jaw, and allow yourself to become fully present in your body. So a lot of lower back pain can actually be caused because of the hip flexors. So if you're sitting a lot, doing a lot of driving or working at a desk, those hip flexors are naturally going to shorten, and that will pull on the hips and create an imbalance in the lower back. On your next exhale, release a hold of your bind, settle in, inhale, reach around, and let's do the opposite side. First, start by noticing the difference between each side of the hip. How does this one feel in comparison? Is it a bit more tight, more loose? Does it feel more open? These variances between the left and right side can help give us clues as to how we're living our life. Are we gripping when it comes to receiving our emotions? Do we allow our own emotions to flow evenly and properly out into the world? The hips have a lot to do with our emotions, and anything that does not get expressed gets stuck in the hips. And that's why so many of us have really tight hamstrings, lower backs, inner thighs. Taking a few more rounds of breath here, enjoying these final moments in this posture, asking your body for any final messages to come up and into your consciousness. On your next exhale, release your bind, move that block out of the way, release your right arm towards the right side, roll onto that side body, option to bend the knee and bring it up behind you, coming into a figure T stretch. This is one of my favorite postures for opening up the heart space. We tend to do a lot of self-protecting around our heart, which can create tension and tightness in the shoulders, the upper back, the chest, even sometimes the neck if it has to deal with sharing our truth. With each inhale, I want you to focus on breathing life force energy into your heart. And on every exhale, I want you to release any reason or doubt that you have about sharing your heart with the world. Tuning in, listening to these quiet messages from the heart. On your next exhale, release the knee, roll to center, gently come on up. Extend the left arm and then rolling onto the side. Option to stay here or bringing that knee behind you to add a bit more intensity. Once again, this is a great opportunity to remain curious about the differences between the left and the right side. The left side of our body is often associated with femininity, receptivity, and our connection to source, whereas the right side has to do with our masculine energy, our expression in the world. So as we're opening up this feminine side of our body, I want you to ask yourself, is there anything that I've been resistant to receiving? Is there anything I've been resistant to feel? On your next exhale, roll back to center and then find your way onto your back. Once you've settled in, bring the knees into the chest and give yourself a nice big hug, rolling from side to side, massaging the lower back. As you're ready, release your knees, reach those feet up towards the sky, and grab the outer edges of the feet, coming into happy baby. Allowing yourself any intuitive movements that feel right for you. Perhaps that's rocking from side to side, rolling the ankles, or just sitting in the stillness. Because any emotions that don't get expressed get stuck in those hips, I think that's often why we need to stretch and open up this area the most. And so we're gonna spend quite a few moments here breathing into the hips, noticing what feels tight, remaining curious about why that tension is there. Is it possible to feel and move that tension by simply being present? On your next exhale, gently release those knees, perhaps massaging it out and then rolling them to the left side, extending that right arm out and coming into a gentle twist. Twists are great for helping to restore the energy flow from the left and the right side, opening up the lines of communication and creating more balance within the body. Using our breath as a tool to anchor us on the inhale, opening up the heart just a little bit more, and on the exhale, surrendering the hips, the lower back, and any resistance that you may be feeling. Taking your last round of breath here. On the inhale, bring the knees to center. Roll them all the way over to your right side. Extend the left arm out. Close down the eyes and settle into your twist. Remaining curious about those differences between the left and the right side. Are you seeing any mental patterns or emotional patterns that have created this type of gripping or tension in your body? Is there a way that you've been carrying your posture that's affecting you? On your next inhale, roll those knees to center and then extend them all the way down. Place the left hand on the heart and the right hand on the belly. We are going to spend the next couple of minutes in a quiet shavasana, one where we bring our attention onto the connection of our heart and our actions and our expression. With every inhale, feel the belly full of air and life. And on the exhale, allow yourself to melt into the peace and comfort of the here and now. Taking a moment here to notice and feel the peacefulness and the stillness. On your next inhale, reach those arms up over your head, rolling onto one side, pausing, taking a breath here, and then inhale, guiding yourself up into your seat. Let's take one last breath together. On your inhale, sweep the arms up towards the sky. Exhale, take a bow. Thank yourself for showing up and doing the work. If you enjoyed today's practice, please like and subscribe for more classes. Thank you so much and many blessings. Until next time, namaste.